factoring and making like our parentheses for everything, the first thing we have to do is see if a number is multiplied by each of the terms. Find the GCF for 5x squared minus 25x plus 10. All right, just like we've been doing with our whole numbers, we're going to do our factor trees. This one's already prime. Factor tree for 25 is 5 and 5. Factor tree for 10 is 5 times 10. So step 1, factor each term. Step 2, identify any terms any factors that each term has in common. All right, so if we're looking at this and we're trying to find the factor that they all have in common, they all have a 5. This one was 5, this one has a 5, this one has a 5. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this equation by removing the common factor. Step 3, put the common factor or factors if it's more than one outside the parentheses, okay? So our common factor for this one was 5. And then on the inside is what remains. On the inside is what wasn't in common. So if I am looking for the stuff that they don't have in common, if I look back up here, x squared is left over. 5x is left over after this one. We're going to just keep that negative sign. We're going to keep this plus sign, and then the 2 was left over. Okay? So now our final problem on the inside is going to be x squared minus 5 and x, and then plus 2. And there is your final answer for that one. Now you're saying, Miss P, I already knew that 5 could divide into all of those. So there's a second way that you can solve these. Let's use a different example. Example 2. And this time we're going to factor out the GCF for, let's do 4x squared minus 12x plus 8. Let's say you already know that the GCF is 4. I know the GCF is 4. Okay. If you already know that, then all you need to do is divide each term by the GCF. if you know the GCF, divide each term by the GCF. All right, so we're going to take 4x squared minus 12x plus 8 and divide them each by the GCF. And those come down into the parenthesis. So if I do 4x squared divided by 4, my final answer is x squared. I bring down the minus sign. 12 divided by 4 is 3x. And then 8 divided by 4 is 2. And now I'm going to put the GCF in the front. Okay? And those are the two ways that you can factor out the GCF.